All right, I have thought long and hard. We had a significant break here between meetings, and I've thought long and hard about how I should use my opportunity to comment. One, we state that we won't or we may not comment on public comment, but I often have, so I've kind of set that precedent myself. So I'm going to share a couple of things quickly that are important to me, and I think it's fair that I share because I have shared this. I have had communication. I don't know if they're still here, but I've had communication with some of the people that have come here today and spoke on 443. So I think it's fair that I share publicly what I've shared with them. I don't currently support any changes to Policy 443. The reason being is that currently every piece of case law in the state of Maryland and in the Circuit Court of Appeals, the 4th District, supports in whole Policy 443, every case. Nationally, the Grimm versus Gloucester School Board case emphatically determined that youth can determine their bathroom use based on their gender identity. That case was forwarded to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court decided not to hear that case, therefore affirming the lower court's decision. Federal expansion of Title IX provides protections to transgender persons. In a recent Supreme Court decision regarding transgender participation in athletics also sided with the transgender athlete. So I think it's only fair that I share my thoughts on that. Someone mentioned about court cases. Well, these are actual court cases that have been decided, and all of them have supported the spirit of Policy 443. In the meantime, I think there are important matters that we need to be working on within our district. The folks from Brunswick here highlight the fact that we are in a difficult position in which we have the fastest growing school system in the state with an aging infrastructure. And I encourage you and all of you to speak at next Tuesday's County Council, County Executive open forum regarding the budget and advocate for budget dollars for our school system. I encourage you to do that. Next, I hope everybody provides the same fevered advocacy in regards to gun violence. Recently, it was revealed that the #1 killer of youth in America is guns. And there yet seems to be that we've made a decision, even after Newtown, Parkland, Uvalde, Nashville, and over 1.5 mass shootings per day this year, we've told our school children that our guns are more important than you are. So I encourage you to advocate on behalf of our children for that reason, if not that reason alone. Then let's talk about mental health and the mental health challenges that all of our children are facing, that then add to the second leading cause of death among our young people, and that is suicide. So I encourage you to advocate on those type of things. And then locally, I challenge you to think about the teacher crisis that we find ourselves. Just this month, we had 17 resignations of teachers. The average tenure of those teachers is 3 years. We are losing our youngest and our brightest teachers. They are difficult to replace. Just this year, we have had 72 resignations in comparison to 58 last year. We thought last year was horrific, and we already have 14 more resignations than last year. So I encourage you to pay attention to the situation that we find ourselves locally here, the things that are honestly affecting our students, our staff, and our community. And I encourage you to continue to advocate, as I will too. Thank you.